Hi everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you're doing well. I'm quite good. Yesterday I went 9 minutes on this thing. It was way too long. I apologize. I might have broken a soul or two out there. This one will be much shorter, and it's an important topic. It kind of sorts out the inner workings of K-State football that some fans haven't quite understood, and let's get a little clarity on it. But first, I need a little clarity if you're subscribing to this YouTube channel. If you're not, see that subscribe button? Click it with your finger, with your mouse, with your nose, with your, I'm not saying it, do it. Thank you. Clint Brown is now Kansas State's Director of Roster Management. It's a cool title, isn't it? It's better than my title, Publisher. Clint Brown's got a cool title and a very important job. He now oversees all of Kansas State football's recruiting, the transfer portal, and many other things, including getting down to that 105-man limit that's coming. This was a position Chris Klieman created for Clint Brown because he needed a more focused plan. He needed one person to deal with on all of this. The head coach simply couldn't keep up. Some people call it a general manager. That's not what he is. He still has Hank Jacobs, who helps out in recruiting, to oversee his day-to-day things. Clint Brown makes sure the roster is clicking along. And that includes ongoing work in the transfer portal. And honestly, Kansas State's taken a few more guys in the portal than I thought they would. And it just is ongoing with that. They got a tackle, an offensive tackle, which they needed. And now on Thursday, they added a third receiver, which honestly caught me off guard. I feel for the guys in the room when they've stuck around they've earned their time to get on the field. And now 3 new guys are coming in. But that's the way football works. You have to have competition in your locker room, in every specific position group. You've got to be competing and fighting for time. If you're not, it ain't going to work. Some guys will be self-motivated, but most guys need to have that rabbit to chase to go fast. And that's basically what they're doing. The receiver room's been disappointing. It really has. There's always been some great players at receiver, and the latest one is Jace Brown. But not enough depth, not enough playmakers, and not enough, well, size. And all of these guys that they are bringing in through the portal are over 6 feet. And that is something that Clint Brown, I'm sure, has wanted to address. That is part of the roster he is managing. Yes, Taylor Bratt is still around. He won't go anywhere. We love him. He's a K-State legend, and he still helps out incredible amounts with in-state recruiting because he has relationships all across the state. And of course, when players come to visit, Taylor Bratt's usually one who greets them, along with Clint Brown. Now, you won't see him much publicly. You might see him walking on the sidelines in a game, but now he ended up the season up in the press box with some of the changes they made. And if you really want to see him in action, you have to go to a football camp, and you will see him working really hard, coordinating with Chris Klieman, who they're looking at, what they're doing, and who they want to maybe offer. It's cool to watch him do it. It's pretty fascinating to see the amount of communication and how much that has focused all that information that a head coach needs through one person. But he's not a public person. He's not going to take over Taylor's role at any point of tweeting, bring on the cats. He's not going to tweet a bunch of stuff. In fact, I don't know if Clint even tweets. He is on X. I know that. But he is a behind the scenes guy. He doesn't seek the publicity. He's kind of shy, but he's a very intelligent guy. He's a big brain guy, which I can't relate to because I don't have one. But Clint Brown's a good guy to be in charge of this. I did a DD last year on this, but he is now focusing all of his energy on managing the roster for Chris Klieman. If there's a big decision to be made that Chris Klieman needs to know about, it's probably Clint Brown making it. A good man and a good job with a really cool title. That's a long title, but it's cool. That DD was 4 minutes. I got you out of here in a timely fashion. Sorry about yesterday. I had a lot to say.